What's up, everybody? It's time for another Calibria Crystal Gardens video, and today we have a very exciting day because today we are sanctifying 3 of our monsters. So, have you gotten any Nat 5s and you're like, oh my god, it's a dupe, I don't know what to do with this dupe? Well, rest assured that not just Nat 5s, anything you can sanctify, you just have to upgrade it up to at least 5 stars. And you see, some of you already know, some of you already seen this, been curious, been like, what is this sanctify? And taking a look at the sanctified skills. But basically, if you haven't already seen it, this is like a second evolution for your units, or a second awakening. I wonder where that's from. But this is basically a second evolution for your units. You can feed it a duplicate. It has to be at least 5 stars though, and then it gets a new skill which you can assign to it whatever you desire. You can also change the sanctified skills after, so it's not like permanent, like you can never change it again. You can change the sanctified skills after that. So very nice. There's so many buffs. Oh my goodness. But this isn't just a great reason to like, oh my god, I gotta dupe Nat 5. Like, if you want to build it, you can build it, or you can sanctify it, or you can even convert it if you want to. Well, we can't convert this one. But let's say, for example, if we wanted to convert. Is there any unlocked? Yeah, there's got to be unlocked Nat 5s. Where's the unlocked Nat 5s? Okay, here we go. You can convert this to a different Nat 5 if you want to. For example, we're going to convert the Dragoon, we're going to convert the Popo, we're going to convert the... Oh, I forgot, we got a Succubus too. You know, maybe we might not do the Dragoon, I guess. Oh, no, yeah. Anyway, whatever. We're gonna do some of these Nat 5s. We're gonna convert some of these. You really want to convert one of everything. So, for example, if you wanted to convert like the Windwalker, you'd want to build another Windwalker up to 5 stars, and then sanctify the Windwalker with another Windwalker. So you kind of want to sanctify everything, and then the nice bonus of the sanctifying is that you get you're going to be stronger when it comes to Thanatos as well. So it's just a nice way of getting extra power into. You're going to be stronger in everything, but it's a nice way of getting extra power into your units. So what was I saying? So basically, what sanctifying is you choose one of these 20 different skills. A lot of them are extra HP, and then either like a little heal over time, or heal like wherever things are happening to, a little extra defense, and then there's like some kind of damage mitigation or reflection or something like that. Sometimes extra attack power, and then your damage does double to things with shields, or your damage increases as your HP gets lower. So depending on the unit that you're sanctifying, you want to kind of think about like, what is going to be the best for them? If it's an attack type unit, you want to sanctify with things that give it more attack power or more damage in a certain situation. If it's an HP tank for re-defense, you might want to stick more HP and then reflect damage or something, or damage mitigation. If it's a defense unit, you might want to stick like a defense buff skill on it. But however, I feel like there are some situations where even if it's a defense-based unit, you might want to stick extra HP and one of those HP-based skills, even if it's a defense unit. It's kind of a case-by-case basis. Some things may be better with one rather than the other. But let's go through all the 20 sanctified skills, and let's see what's best for what. First one, tough. Increase base HP by 15%. Base stats may be improved by runes, skills, totems, and more, of course. Reduce damage taken from poison, burn, and bleed effects by 50%. Increase base HP by 15%. Okay, I mean, it's just like an extra 2 set of runes that would increase your HP. But also, it's nice against poison, burn, and bleed. So it could be, you know, okay for Leviathan. I mean, really, honestly, I'd say it could be okay for Leviathan. But for the most part, you just want to speedrun Leviathan. Anyway, I don't know that too many people are going to be building things with tough. I think that there's probably better options. Like, if you want to make something tanky for arena defense, you're probably not going to put tough on it. Honestly, like, I was trying to find a place for it, but like, nah, probably not. Shield, increase base attack by 15. This is kind of deceptive in terms of like, it seems like, oh, it's shielding the unit, but it's not. This is for DPS units. Increase base attack by 15%. All own attacks will deal double damage to enemies with shields. I see some shield runes on arena defense sometimes. I was thinking to put this on Flame Spirit. Not a bad option for Flame Spirit, because then it does double damage to enemies with shields. That's crazy. Is that not crazy? That's pretty crazy. It seems like it's pretty crazy. Also, since you can... Here's the thing. You can have a second Flame Spirit or an additional Flame Spirit, and you can bring it out with the shield sanctification skill. like, I mean, if you want a whale and you have a bunch of flame spirits flying around, I mean, in Summoner's War equivalent, I know I don't want to bring up Summoner's War all the time, but, you know, we have a bunch of Lucians in Summoner's War. Like, a lot of us build many Lucians, so if there was one of these with one buff and one of these with another buff, I mean, you might just want to run Flame Spirit with shield anyway, but double damage to enemies with shield seems pretty insane, and then another attack power percentage on top of that just seems like it's absolutely brutal destruction. I really think that this is a really nice skill. Sanctification skill. Tenacious, increase base defense by 15%, reduce effective defense down statuses. Now decreases defense by 50% instead of 70%. So potentially something for, again, I think that I don't see this being used too much because I feel like if you're going to get defense broken and nuked, you're going to get defense broken and nuked either way. This is just like kind of trying to prolong the inevitable, but might not even be enough to prolong to really do the job. I would probably, for like arena defense, I feel like I would still go for more HP. I feel like I would still go for more HP. Like, this seems like it's, oh, this is good for a defense based unit, but I still think I would go for like a different one with more HP. Hawkeye, so this one I was thinking for Succubus. This one I was thinking increase base hit by 20%. Okay, so additional, you know, it makes it easier to land things. Ignore target's resistance by 15% of own hit. So, Succubus, Medusa, this would be great for Medusa as well. This would be great for, who else? The Centaur that I'm building, I think I might just put Hawkeye on the Centaur. He seems to not want to land any debuffs. If you were in stream, you saw the nightmare that's ensued. Every time we went, you feel like resistant, like no debuffs were landing. Anyway, that's besides the point. That's my favorite phrase. That's besides the point. I'm gonna make a shirt that says "That's besides the point." This is a cool shirt though. It's a Spartan. It's got. I like Spartans. I got the Spartans over. Well, you guys can't see the Spartans over there too much. Anyway, that's besides the point. Holy Body, increase base HP by 15% if owned HP is less than 15% at the end of a turn. See, this I want to know. If owned HP is less than 50% at the end of your turn, I assume that it's your turn. Recover 10% HP. If it's any turn, that's a significant amount better. That's a significant amount better. But increase base HP and recover HP as well. Verdict is out on this. I want to see whose turn is it at, because if it's the end of any turn, then that's but it's still 50. It's only 50 if only HP is less than 15% though, which means it's just gonna be hard to kill things. But it's, I don't know. I think there's better ones than Holy Body. Curious, but I think there's better ones. Unless you're going up against all support units. If it's end of any turn and you're going up against all support units in like, that could be supremely annoying. Fearless, increase base attack by 15%. Damage will no longer be reduced by 25 when attacking a hero of a stronger faction. Right? So if you have elemental disadvantage, then you go in. Excuse me. First off, you get the attack power buff. Second off, you don't get the less damage, but you could still be not critting, right? It's not like, I'm not going to say anything that rhymes with shmiashmars, but it's not going to guarantee that you're going to crit against it, because I was thinking this for the Flame Spirit as well, but I don't know. I really like this shield for the Flame Spirit. Again, I didn't do the Flame Spirit yet with the shield, but I really feel like that might be a really nice one to do. Yeah. It's not bad. The Fearless is definitely not a bad one. It's not necessarily going to guarantee that they're going to crit though. It's going to stop them from doing less damage. That's basically the thing. Blessed, increase base defense by 15%, reduce damage taken by 50. When a single attack would deal more than 50 of my own HP, may only be triggered once per battle. This seems pretty good against getting one shot, but again, I don't think I even said this in the first place. I was saying this on stream, where I feel like the thing with Popo is there's a lot of things that already do multi-hits. So I feel like I have the damage negation where, like, I think it's 15%. Every attack can't do more than 15% of his HP. And I'm like, I think just multi-hit and kill him anyway. So he just gets multi-hitted. So I feel like he's not as crazy as it could be. But This is good. This is good against single target burst like cleaves, but again, it's not gonna be as good against flame spirit. It's gonna be good against like if you get defense broken, and for example, if I'm gonna hit your defense, right, and I'm gonna use my Spider Queen, she's gonna do big burst, like one big burst hit. So this is gonna be reduced damage taken by 50%. So that's gonna be nice against something like my offense, but that's not gonna be as good against a flame spirit, for example. So we have Stoic, increase base. Oh, we got the Atomiel skill. Increase base resistance by 20%. Increase lowest resistance by 30% of own resistance. I need to see the resistance calculations. I don't know what even to believe in this game, because resistance and accuracy and resistance and hit percentage in arena seems to work okay so far, but man, the Dreamland resistance, I don't know what the hell's going on there. Enemies seem to be able to have 100% hit percentage, and then I have 0 hit percentage somehow, and they have 3 billion resistance. I have no idea what's going on there, but it seems not right. It seems very broken, because things that work other places don't work in Vapor Dreamland. I don't know. Then we have Robust. So resistance, I tend to stay away from resistance because I don't know how that actually, I don't know if I actually believe that. It's like a fairy tale. Robust, increase base HP by 15%, reduce final damage taken by 15%, stacks with other resist damage effects. Final damage taken reduced by 15%. Could be cool. Could be cool. Again, another like arena defense kind of thing. Then we have Scorn, increase. Did I say Hawkeye? Okay, I think I mentioned Hawkeye for Medusa and Succubus. Also, Shaman may want to consider Hawkeye for Shamans. Thought I may as well have mentioned that. So Scorn, increase base attack by 15%. So DPS units, okay. Increase damage by 30% when attacking an enemy with less than 50% HP. I like this. I like this. So that's basically 50. Well, basically 50% chance. If you're running like double flame spirit, you might want to have the Scorn. You might want to have, okay, double flame spirit, shield on the faster flame spirit, right? Because then extra damage when the enemies have shield, and then Scorn maybe on the slower flame spirit, because then the damage is going to be, the enemy's going to have less than 50% HP. So when that one hits, so it's going to be increasing the damage by 30%. So maybe you might want to consider that for those. Then we have Alert, increase base defense by 15%, erases a negative status effect from self when HP falls below 80, 60. See, I like this one. Increase bases for as far as defense buffs, skills, erases a negative status effect from self when HP falls below 80%, 60%, 40%. So this, I feel like this could be kind of cool actually. Erase a negative status effect as a kind of a passive kind of thing. Kind of nice. Catalyst, increase base resistance. Resistance, man. Recover 5% of HP when resisting an effect. May trigger up to 2 times per turn. Again, I'm not a super fan of the resistance ones, man. Just coming from the game who shall not be named, the game who shall remain nameless. I tend to not like resistance, right? Not believe in resistance. It's like a religion. Blade armor, increase base HP by 15%. So HP, I feel like HP is just based on how things are. I feel like, because you can get defense broken, right? Increase base HP by 15%, 20% chance to reflect 50% of damage when being attacked. This seems cool at first. Increase HP and reflect 50% of damage. Ooh, that could be good for arena offense, but it's only a 20% chance. So you're taking a big gamble with RNG, and then the RNG's not even on your side. It's like, I don't know. I feel like there's more effective ones than that. Restraint, increase base attack by, so there's a DPS one. Base attack by 15%, increase damage by 30% when attacking an enemy that is unable to perform actions. This is very conditional. I like the other one better. I like, for example, the Scorn better than this conditional. Unless you're running, here's the thing. Unless you're running like a CC team, like if you're running a team with a Medusa in there, or if you're running a team with like some kind of other CC, like freeze or something, maybe like the Archmage where he like freezes things and then you do damage after that. Maybe restraint might be cool for that, but I like the other ones better. This is just too conditional. I don't know. See, I could be very wrong on this, though. This could be like something really, really great because extra damage when the enemy is unable. Like if you're consistently CCing them and then doing damage, this could be. I could be wrong about this one, though. Restraint. That could be actually a decent skill. Entrench, increase base defense by 15%. Activate defense boost if affected by unable to perform action status. How do I feel about this? This might be good, like when duels become more of a thing. This might be a thing. Entrench. We might see that more coming into play. Petulant, increase base resistance. But I mean, it's still, the game is still very new. There's still a long way to go to like try to carve out metas and see what's gonna come into action like later on down the road. Increase base resistance by 20%. Counterattack when resisting an enemy's attack. May trigger up to 2 times per turn. When resisting an enemy's attack, though. I don't know. Again, it's another resistance one. I'm not super crazy about the resistance ones. Benevolent, increase base HP by 15%. Increase heal effect of all own healing skills by 20%. So this is nice, potentially, for increase heal effect of all own healing skills. Nice for maybe if you have a Celine, for example. I don't have a Celine, but maybe if you guys have it, now it's an Elven Queen. Celine, because she's got a lot of heals on her, right? So heal. This could be also nice for something like he's got some heals on him as well. So, yeah. So it's just nice for some of those units. But that's another thing, like, if you have an extra unit, like, you're like, oh, man, I have an extra druid, like, skill up. But, see, I mean, you want to feed for skill, but you also want to consider using Sanctify, because it just makes all these units stronger. I got a 5-star, all of these different 4-stars and 3-stars, just to make them stronger. So where were we here? Okay, so Benevolent for, like, your healing units, right? Then we have Brave, increase base attack by 15%, increase crit damage by 5, sorry, not 5%. 5% would be huge. Oh my god. 5% would be massive. 0.5, so 0.5% for every 1% HP lost. So for example, if you come back to life with 1% HP, that's 49.5% extra crit damage that you get from this skill. I feel like this Brave is actually a decent one for the Lich King. That's just the impression that I get. I don't have a Lich King to play around with it. I would have to have 2 Lich Kings to be able to sanctify this for, you know how it is. But I feel like this just says, like, use this for the Lich King. That's just the impression that I get from this. What else is good for things that get low on HP? Things that get low on HP but don't die. That's kind of the thing. Vigor, increase defense by 15%. Increase heal effect of healing skills received by 30%. Increase heal effect of healing skills received by 30%. Healing skills received. This could be something for, what am I thinking? This could be something for possibly the lair. That's what I was thinking. Possibly something for the lair. Maybe. Let's go back to Sanctify. I really haven't done too much stuff with the lair yet, but that's kind of the impression that I'm getting from there. Reaction, increase base resistance by 20% when resisting an enemy's attack. 25% chance to affect them with a stun for 1 turn. At the end of their turn, may trigger up to 2 times per turn. Again, resistance buff when resisting an enemy's attack. 25. So it's RNG on top of RNG. The stun's not bad, but RNG on top of RNG is probably not going to activate too much. I would rather have a guarantee for things than just a RNG. But you know, with all this stuff though, I could be wrong long term. When we see it, when we play with it more, we could be like, oh, you know what, I thought this was going to not be that great, but it's really pretty awesome. So, some of these, especially some of these resistance ones that I keep crapping on. But I get excited for a lot of the DPS ones because, of course, DPS, like, the DPS is like, we're going to use it for arena offense, we're going to use it for dungeons, for speedrunning dungeons. So, some of these could have very specific sanctified skills for speedrunning dungeons that we really want to think about, like, what is the unit do? maybe one is better than the other. Maybe like one for like Mountain King for the extra DPS. Maybe something for dungeons. Maybe something like this. Maybe want the extra. What is it? Eagle Eye. Hawkeye. Sorry, Hawkeye. Oh my God, I messed it up so badly. What would I put on HP? You know what I just realized? Check this out. The first column is all HP. I was kind of realizing this as time was progressing. I'm like, is this how they're doing it? Second column is all attack. Boom, 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 boom. All attack based. Third column is all defense based. And then the fourth column is resistance and hit percentage based. I like this Hawkeye the best though. But I mean, maybe the Hawkeye for something like this because you need his buffs to land. So Hawkeye for something like this because you need his buffs to land. I just feel like the Hawkeye and then the attack power ones are going to be the most common ones, or the one people are the more excited about. And then like like all these ones for dungeon units, and then these ones are going to be for arena defense for the most part. And then like these ones for arena defense, and then these maybe potentially for, what did I say? These ones for arena defense, less of these for arena defense maybe, and then these ones maybe resistance. Because you do want to be like anti-flame spirit for arena defense already, and then you want to be anti-succubus and big burst DPS for arena defense. So those are the kind of the two, I guess the two biggest arena offense things right now, I feel. So anyway, that's kind of the impression I get. So anyway, let's, not the impression I get, that's what I'm using, and that's what I've seen people using, some things similar to that already. So let's take a look at, let's do these. Yeah. What do I want to do? We can change them though at any time. I haven't done it, but I know people have said that we can change them at any time. So I just go by what they said, because you know how I roll. I like to follow, not lead. Anyway, yeah, so proud of that. I'm joking. Okay, so we're gonna sanctify this. Yes. And we will do Hawkeye. Boom, boom. Fantastic. And we can change this if we want to. It says optional times. I don't want to mess around with it too much, but we should be able to change it if we want to. What else do we want? So she's going to be even extra. So she's over 100 hit percentage. So it already got added in there. Already got added in. Increased base hit. So it's already factored into it. So we got over 100%. We're basically 100%, but still. What else did we say we had? Popo. Good old Poo-Poo. What do we want to do with Poo-Poo? Poo-Poo's a little slow, but we still want to do some stuff with Poo-Poo. What can we do with Poo-Poo? Let's find out. Poo-Poo, he keeps calling Poo-Poo. Why does he keep calling Poo-Poo? Let's go with defense. I might want to change this though. Base defense. You know what I kind of want to do is I kind of want to do Hawkeye. That's not gonna make any sense on him, right? Especially with how we have it. That could be cool. I don't really know what I want specifically on Popo though. Also, I think Popo's a little bit over. I'm not saying he's bad. I think he's a little bit overrated though. Like, it just makes the most sense to put a defense on him, but I'll try it on this, and I'll probably change it. Let's do this. Yeah, let's do Sanctify, and I'll probably change it eventually though. Okay. Let's go for, what's the next one? She's the exciting one. I'll do Dragoon later, because I said we were going to do 3, right? So we'll do the Dragoon later. Let's go for... Can't even believe. Sanctify her. And let's go. We're going to go for an attack one. Double damage to enemies with shields. That could be cool. We might go with Fearless, actually. Weirdly enough, even though I was saying, like, I wasn't that excited about it, we might go for Fearless. We might go for the shield, though. Oh, that's so spicy. We're not going to go for Scorn. We're not going to go for Scorn because of how we're using it. And we're not going to go... Because of how we're using it, we're not going to go for Restraint either. We're not going to go for Brave either. It makes the most sense to go Shield or Fearless for her. Because we're doing speed buff. I'm sorry, a fast unit. We're doing energy, boosting the energy. We're doing the Succubus. And then we're going to do big DPS. So it's going to be great to have her on shield. If the enemy has a shield, oh my god, it's going to be fantastic. If the enemy has... I feel like the ones that we struggle with sometimes are the ones where the enemy has shield on it. And we're like, oh, we didn't do enough damage. It's like, this shouldn't be a problem if we have the shield on. I really want to do that shield, man. I really want to do that shield. This wouldn't be bad either. But she doesn't have 100% activation rate anyway. So this is kind of like... If it doesn't activate, it doesn't activate. It doesn't matter if it doesn't activate in the first place. Either one of these is what I want to go for. We're going to do shield. We'll do shield. We'll do shield. Okay. There we go. Fantastic. We still have to... Oh my god. Oh, right. We make her work with such crap gear. Runes. It is runes in this game. We make her work with such poo-poo. I can't even believe it. I didn't even know that I didn't max all her stuff. Oh my god. And this just attack here is terrible. Although we did get crit damage, but it's got terrible subs. We got a crit damage today. But it's got like it's got just all garbage subs. So, oh my god. Anyway, that's it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Just talking about the sanctified skills, seeing what I like for what. A lot of these tanky units, like for example, the Dragoon and maybe even the Abyss Lord. I mean the Destruction. Call me the Abyss Lord. Abyss. I don't even have the Abyss Lord. Destruction Idol, Dragoon, or other things. Draconic Princess. A lot of other things for arena defense. Probably gonna take some finesse, some tweaking, and trial and error, testing things out to like see what is the most effective thing for some of them. Also, Selene too. Well, I feel like Selene extra healing and Draconian Princess. I keep calling her Draconic Princess. Draconian Princess might be really like that extra healing on Selene plus the Draconic Princess with like HP buff. Could be pretty cool for arena defense. But anyway. I'm getting off topic, or I'm on topic. Actually, I'm still on topic. Never mind, I'm still on topic. But anyway, that's it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Just talking about the sanctifications. And I'm going to have to do all the sanctified everything for the rest of these units. So that's going to be lots of fun. But they get so much stronger when they're sanctified. Anyway, that's it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you as always in the next one.